Hi everyone, welcome to another day in the life video. If you saw last week's video, that was a Sunday in the life, and I really wanted to show you a weekend day and a weekday day in these types of videos because a Sunday and a Monday are very, very different for me. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing Tuesday through Saturday, but what a weekend looks like and what a weekday looks like are really different. So I wanted to do two separate videos. So let's rewind 11 hours and see where the day began. Good morning. It's Monday morning. It's about 7 a.m. I just woke up. I got up a bit earlier today than I normally do because I have a lot of things that I want to get done this morning. I start work at 9, so I have about 2 hours to get through my morning routine and just get some stuff done. So I'm going to get up, get dressed, brush my teeth, and then we will kind of start the day. I am dressed and just running a straightener through my hair really quickly. I slept in my hair. That doesn't make any sense. I went to sleep last night and my hair was like a little bit damp, so it's just kind of frizzy, and I'm just going to run a straightener through it to help, I don't know, clean it up. This is a cheese straightener. I've had it forever. I mean, to the point that it has, like, you can see, skulls and crossbones on it. So it's pretty old, but and expensive, but it does the trick. So it's just a little bit cleaner. I'm not going to put any makeup on yet because my first Zoom call isn't until like 12:30, so I'm not going to put it on for the next like 4 or 5 hours. I'm also not making coffee yet, so I'm going to drink one of these full bottles of water. How many ounces is this? 25 ounces. On weekdays, I should be better about this on weekends also, but on weekdays I drink a full 25 ounces before I have any coffee, just to make sure that I am starting my day hydrated. And then my hope is to drink 2 more of these, so 75 ounces total each weekday. So gotta get drinking. Okay, so I changed. I put on a purple sweater and I put on some mascara because it's a new month at Wild University and I wanted to film a reel, and I also want to be able to talk about it on my stories today. So I put on a little bit of mascara for that, and also in a purple shirt because it's Wild for Planners and it's all purple. So I believe that when this video goes up, enrollment should still be open. And this month's monthly major is Stephanie Fleming of the Happy Planner, doing a whole month on wild wellness. And the monthly minor is Lamika Alston, doing a course on Copic markers. So that's why I've changed. Now I have out my budget planner because Mondays my direct deposit goes through. So the first thing that I like to do on Mondays is get my budget updated. So simply what I'm doing right now is I've already noted, I really probably can't do this while I'm talking and typing, but I've already noted where every dollar of my paycheck is going to be going. So part of it is for rent. Like I divide up my rent in, there's 5 paydays this month. So I divide my rent by 5 and I put it in my other checking account. We can talk about this more, but I do have a video that I think went up last Friday about sinking funds, and this is kind of how I use them. So I have like my rent split up by 5, I have my spending money for the week, I have my grocery budget for the week, retirement, contributions, savings, all of that. So I'm just going to go through and update this spreadsheet, and yeah, I'll be back in a minute. All right, so it's about 8:15 and I took out my filming equipment, which includes 3 ring lights. This, which is, I call it an arm stand, but my phone goes on it, so it's overhead on my planner. And then I have this like $2 piece of wood grain background from Michael's because I feel like sometimes the white background can be kind of bright against the planner. This week I'm filming an after the pen video, so this is my big planner for this week. And what I'll be doing each day is pulling out this filming equipment and writing in my planner while I sort of talk through it and kind of walk you through the week. So I'll be doing that usually like 2 to 3 times a day. I'll do it in the morning, sometimes on my lunch break, and then again after work. So I'm going to get that filmed. I guess I could probably show part of it on here, even though that video I think will be live this week. I don't really know how this will work, but I'm going to get to filming now. Okay, so now you're gonna get to hang out with me while I update my planners for the day. I don't really update the whole week at once because I feel like whenever I do that, the plans change. So for now, I'm just going to update a couple of days. So last night I already wrote in the Wild U open enrollment. I wrote to update my budget. It's my friend Tracy's birthday, so I want to text her. And then I want to do a retirement transfer. So I have a Roth IRA. And then I'm going to leave number 4 open just for whatever comes up throughout the day. Next up, I have my Plan with Elise planner, which I've already started to sort of write in a little bit. But I'm going to write habits here. So I find that keeping a habit tracker on this spread helps me to remember to check my messages, reply to comments on YouTube, and all of that. So I'm going to fill that out. And then I have a list of videos that I want to film, photos to take, things for affiliate. Okay, Monday. So again, Wild U enrollment. And then I know, because today my big video is live, I want to post my big picture. Not a big picture, it's a normal size picture, but it's of my big planner. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to post currently. And then to go along with that, my currently page is done using the Planny Thing Botanical Florals box. So I also have a reel for that. And then Wednesday we'll be posting wellness. This kind of shows you also sort of after the pen of how I plan out my weeks. And I actually want to move this sticker. It might be too late to move. We may need a little undo action here, but let's see. All right, well, that was super impressive. So I made a mistake. I thought that Thursday was the day that, I thought Friday was the Happy Planner release day, but it is Thursday. So that's crooked. Okay, Thursday. I'll write that in a little bit later, and then I will kind of, I have, let's see, I updated my classic, I updated my budget planner, I updated my social media planner, and my big, that's what I was wondering, my big I did off camera because I did the other after the pen one. Now, the other thing that I have is a cloth and paper planner. I know this is a lot of planners, but this is a planner that I don't decorate. I just kind of write down everything that comes to mind. So like, let me just start to kind of fill this in really in no particular order, but Tuesday is my friend Justine's birthday. Thursday is the Happy Planner release. Tomorrow I'm going to pay my Capital One, which is due Sunday, but I want to be sure that it clears before then. So let me note that here.
And I think for now that's it, but I'll sort of keep this out because it's the smallest planner throughout my workday and just jot whatever else I remember, whether it's planning related, personal related, budget related, all of that. I kind of put it all in here, and this is what I reference when I'm going to fill in my planners for the week. And it's now 8:45. I finished my first thing of water, so it's coffee time. Here's my K-cup drawer, and I'm pretty simple with my coffee. This is hard to do one-handed. I keep some sugar in a mason jar here, and even though my mom doesn't understand why I do it this way, I put my sugar in first so that the coffee pours over it and gives it time to dissolve. I keep my K-cups in this drawer right here. This is a piece that I got for my kitchen. Actually, one of the neighbors where I last lived was throwing it away. I'm sure it's not meant for a kitchen. It seems like child's bedroom furniture. Let's see. It's like, I don't know, halfway up my thigh. But I keep my toaster, my coffee maker, and my air fryer on it. And it is coffee time. All right, and now I just put a little bit of almond milk, whatever is on sale. This is silk almond milk in my coffee. And then I'm good to go. I love this Yeti coffee tumbler because it keeps the coffee hot. And also what's great about it is the lid has this magnetic closure. I've had one before that it wasn't a magnetic closure. It was like a clip. And the problem with it is that it's so hard to clean. So the magnetic closure is great because I can just snap it right on and off and clean it every day, and it cleans really well in the dishwasher too. And what time is it? It's 8:50. So now is one of my favorite parts of the morning. Marielle of Mom and a Girl with Plans is on her way to work, and we chat. We chat while she's on her way to work and while I have my 10 minutes before work starts. It's like our just little daily morning routine. And so I'm going to start work in a few minutes. I won't really be showing you, sorry, my hand is like right in here. Okay, learning how to do this vlog style. I probably won't be showing you my workday just because I can't, but to talk for a moment, let me put this down so that you're not like at the worst angle. And my camera's not shaking, that was more of it. For work, I am project manager at a digital marketing agency. So what that means is that I manage a team of developers, designers, writers, anyone else in the team? I think that's probably it, like coders, those are developers. And so someone comes to us, they have a business, they want to make a website, they want to do social media marketing, they want to do search engine optimization, which means getting your search results higher up on Google. Like if you were searching Italian restaurant near me, and we would get your search results higher. So my role is to coordinate between what the client is looking for and our whole team to make sure that it all gets done. And I do a little bit of all of that too. I do a little bit of design work, definitely copywriting because my background, I have a literature and creative writing degree. And I can do a little bit of coding work, not a lot. I built my own website, so I can do some coding work, but I think there was one thing that I needed help from one of the developers on my team for. So it's a very fast-paced job. There's a lot of work, but I do love it. And so it's about time for Marielle to reach me, and then I will start working, and then I'll be back in a couple of hours. So it's about 10:30 now, and if you can hear that clicking, I am heating up an English muffin for breakfast. I just toast an English muffin and use a little bit of whipped cream cheese on it. I love whipped cream cheese. I can't do like the smooth Philadelphia cream cheese. I just have a store brand one with this. ShopRite is my local supermarket. I really love Tempty. It's like this hot pink container that I'm pretty sure is only available on the East Coast. Or it was a long time ago. I had a cousin that lived in California for a period of time, and she was always upset that she couldn't find Tempty cream cheese there. But I think store brand works fine, and it works for my budget. So it only takes a moment or so to heat up, and my kitchen is right off of my office. So
getting some work done, and just kind of going about my Monday. I also realized that I don't think I explained this morning. My job was a work from home job before COVID started. I was in an office for 3 years, and then we closed down the office because my boss was like, I don't think we need an office in order to do this work. And people in my life were like, what? You're not going to have an office? How are you going to be social? How are you going to work? And I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And then like 5 months later, everyone started working from home. So when I got this apartment that I live in, I set up basically a dining room as my office. So it's my office and my planning space, because whenever people start to go back to an office, I don't have one to go back to. So I really needed to make sure that wherever I lived, I was able to set up an office to work here, full time. Also, I want to show you my office chair. This is a Tempur-Pedic chair. I've had it for 8 or 9 years, and I love it. It's a little pricey. I think it can go between like $250 and $300, but it's really good if I'm sitting in it properly. I never have back pain once I'm using this. If I sit in another chair, I always have back pain within a couple of hours. So it's not the prettiest chair, but it's functional. And for all the time that I spend sitting between work and filming, because if I'm working 40 hours a week, I'm probably spending another, 10 to 15 with YouTube stuff and just whatever else I'm doing at my desk, a budget, all of that kind of stuff. So having a good chair is really key. Shortly, maybe in about 20 minutes or so, I'm going to move behind me to my standing desk, and then I'll show you how that goes. I also just realized it's time to flip my wall calendar. This is a calendar from Madrid Co. And it's a different floral every month. And the back is actually a coloring page, which is pretty cool. So, and I just have it on with like a command hook. But there's March, nice and pretty, and it's just perfect right there on my wall. I don't write on it, but I reference it all the time for work, for planning. I mean, I know I have calendars in my planner, but I'm glancing at it all the time to figure out, what day is what. And so there is the March one. It's pretty. Okay, I'm migrating over to my standing desk right now, although right now it's down. But this is an electronic standing desk, so it has these customized presets. Well, they're not presets, you set them. So I'm going to press 1, and then it just goes up to my desired height. And then I've also set 2, which is my desired sitting height, and 3 is my sitting height, but a little bit higher so that I can be sure I'm lifting my head for good posture. And it has it had the inches right there. That screen went off. Plus, it has 2 charging ports and a drawer, which is amazing to store stuff in. I'm not storing anything in it currently, but this is the desk. I also have my secondary screen on here, my water, coffee, AirPods, and probably bring a notepad out in a moment also. Sorry, I know this screen is like bright. Let's just close that for a second. This, again, it's from FlexiSpot. It's available on Amazon. They did send it to me to review and use, and I'm really enjoying it. I kind of like having 2 different, whoops, my computer closed. I like having 2 different desks, and it also gives me a great view, because when I'm at my desk that's behind me, I'm just looking at the wall. When I'm here, I can kind of look out the windows. So it's 11 now, and it's time to stand. All right, it's 1 o'clock. My day is about halfway through. It's been kind of crazy so far. It's a Monday, so Mondays are pretty hectic. I filmed a little time lapse of working, but I didn't realize how much I frown while working, and maybe that's why I'm getting a wrinkle right here. But I mean, I'm just typing at a computer, and communicating with clients and with my team and all of that. So in about 30 minutes, I'm probably going to take a lunch break, and I'm going to have lunch, maybe go to the bank, haven't quite decided yet, and see what else. I have an hour lunch break, and so I do try to fit, a decent amount in there, and then see what else I need to do in terms of like videos or anything like that during my hour break. I don't know, I sit on the couch for an hour and watch TV. I'm not sure what people do on their lunch breaks when they're working from home. But I do think it's important to take a lunch break. When I had an office, I really didn't. I would just grab food and eat it at my desk. But while working from home, I do try to, take advantage of that time because I think you can definitely like burn out easily. I also moved from my standing desk over to this desk because I don't think this has anything to do with the standing desk, but I need to be sure that my posture is good because today's Monday, on Saturday, my trap, like this muscle right over here, was really sore all day and like up through my neck. And it took me a while. Like it started Friday and then it continued on Saturday. So I did just like a lot of massage and all of that kind of work on it. And yesterday, Sunday, was better, but today it seems to be starting up again. So I want to try to remain in my chair as much as I can with like using my chair as I'm supposed to. Now my knee is up. I shouldn't be doing that. I should be sitting like a normal functioning human. I've never been good at chairs. Like it sounds like such a silly thing, but growing up, like I always sit like not inappropriately, but I have my feet up, I sit cross-legged, like I do all these different kinds of things in my chairs to the point where when I was growing up, my parents took my chair away at the dining room table because if I didn't know how to sit properly, I wasn't allowed to sit. And I think my third grade teacher used to call it chair gymnastics. I still do it. My nephew, who is, he'll be 9 this summer, he does the same thing. And my brother always says to him, because I've been there, what did Gammy and Gramps do to Aunt Lise when she wouldn't sit right? And then he just sits because he knows that I had my chair taken away from me. So anyway, my point is I need to sit properly in order for this next stuff to not be a problem.
Right, I'm in my car now waiting for it to warm up a little bit. It's 46 degrees here in Jersey, which isn't bad, but like the sun's not out. I know it looks like the sun's out, but it's not. And so it's a little chilly. So I'm gonna let that warm up and then go to the bank, 5-minute drive. It's really close. And I'm going to withdraw my cash for the week. And then when I get back, I'm going to show you how I sort of figure that all out. I'm taking out $100. That's $50 for spending and $50 for groceries. But it's going to be adjusted a little bit. I'll explain when I get back from the bank. Okay, back from the bank, and I have a couple more things to do with my budget. So, first up, I said I was taking out $100. So, I do it in denominations of 20s and 5s. 20s and 2 5s are for my grocery shopping. So that's $50. The reason that I take out 5s with it is because this year I'm doing an extra $5 challenge. Let me see if I can pull it out here. Where every time I spend money, I put away $5. And so taking out cash in denominations of 5 helps me to do that easily without being like, oh, I don't have the $5, can't do that today. So that is going to go in an envelope. I'm just going to use the banking envelope for that, specifically for groceries. Then the remaining 50 is for spending, sort of. First up, it's March 1st, so I need to make a savings envelope for myself. I like to have a specific cash savings goal each month, aside from money that I put in my savings and my emergency fund. So let me grab maybe a sticker to make this a little bit more fun. What's an easy one I can grab here? Colorful shapes. And let's do green, because St. Patrick's Day, if I can find, let me see, maybe circles. I just need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5 hexagons. I don't know if I'm going to have the room for 5 here, but I will make it work. This isn't really something I share like on Instagram, so I don't need it to be beautiful. Not that everything you share on social media has to be beautiful. Yeah, I'm not gonna have room for that. Okay, let's see if I can kind of layer these a little bit to give myself some more room. And the way that I do these little savings challenges is immediately when I take out money, like today, I go ahead and start to put money right into this envelope so it's not even there for me to spend. So I give myself $50 a week to spend, but I'm really not spending $50. And then for March, I put 5 because I have 5 paydays. I'm going to take $15 out of my spending money each week, which will give me a total of $75 saved simply from the spending allowance I give myself. And then underneath those, I'm going to write the 5 paydays. Is this pen dead? Whoa, that's the first time that's happened. Okay, I have a backup. 1, 3, 8, 315, 322, and 329. Okay, put that aside. And then just do a little checkbox so that I can check these off each week when I put the money in. So let's take from that $15, boom, put it in this envelope, and then this goes in my safe. The next thing is I have a 52-week savings challenge that I created, and this week is $10. So that is going to go in the envelope I have for that. And again, in the safe, mark that down, and now in that envelope, I have $115. So now I have $25 left of spending money for the week. So there we go, the $50 turned into $25 really quickly. Okay, next up in terms of my budget, let me just find this page. I did something really exciting today. I reached a goal that I've been working so hard for. Just need to find it. There we go. Okay. With a retirement fund, a Roth retirement fund, which means it's a Roth IRA, that it's post-tax. So I contribute to it after I'm paid. It's not an employer contribution, it's a personal contribution. You have until tax day, so April 15th in the US, to contribute to the prior year. My goal has been to max out my Roth. I've never done it before, and for 2020, I really wanted to. It's a $6,000 contribution, and it's been kind of scary to put all of that money in this last year. Actually, I started, I think, in July when I decided I wanted to max it out, but I did today. I maxed it out. I reached my contribution goal, which is awesome, and that means that next week I will start my 2021 contribution. So this is a tracker that I made, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. All right, this is all filled out. I'm so excited to finally reach this financial goal that I never really thought I would be able to reach. And I also want to thank you, because part of why I've been able to reach this is because of you. The money that I make from Etsy, from YouTube, from any sponsorships or affiliates and things like that all go towards my financial goals. So they go towards rent, they go towards savings, they go towards retirement. And if I wasn't making any of that extra money, I wouldn't be able to meet all of the financial goals that I hit for myself. So thank you so much. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you here. But we did this together, and I'm really, really excited about it. All right, now it's lunchtime. I am making my pasta salad that I make most weekdays for lunch. I meal prep this on Sunday. If you watched my day in the life video from Sunday, this is what I've made, and now it's time to eat it. It's about 2 o'clock, so back to my routine with Marielle of Mom and a Girl with Plans. I will be hearing from her shortly as she'll be finishing the first part of her workday, and we kind of just check in on our day, and then I'll just put away the money and all that kind of stuff. And I do want to note, of course, even though I didn't show it, after I went to the bank and all of that, like I sanitized and everything and wore a mask and all of that kind of stuff, just because I feel like someone may question whether or not I did that. So washed my hands, sanitized, cleaned up everything, and going to have my quick lunch, and then I will go back to work in about a half hour. Hi again. Okay, it's 4:30. I have about a half hour, maybe more, left of work today, and I am refilling my water bottle for the third time. I've drank 2 of them, so I drank 50 ounces. I keep looking at the bottom for the ounces. I drank 50 ounces, and I have 25 more to go. I really try to finish the final 25 before like 8 o'clock, or else I'm going to be waking up all night in the middle of the night. So 1 more to go. All right, it's close to 6 o'clock now. My workday has finished, and after work, I went and took a walk just around my apartment complex. It's much colder. The temperature dropped from what it was earlier today when I went to the bank. But I took a walk and called my mom. I call her every day after work, and we chat about our day and just kind of catch up a little bit. I speak to her every day, sometimes multiple times a day, but like right after work each day is that time that we speak. So I'm hanging out on my couch for a little bit. I see a FedEx delivery person outside. Nope, it's an Amazon delivery person. I'm not expecting any packages, so I don't know why I'm looking. But I'm hanging out here with my planners and my laptop. I have a little bit of editing to do, so that's what my laptop is for. And then I have my planners that I just want to check in with for the day and fill out. I also have to work on my after the pen video where I write in my planner like I did this morning. And then I have my power sheets. These are my Cultivate What Matters power sheets. I haven't shared a ton about them because some of the goals are pretty personal, but it's March, it's a new month. I've set my goals. I want to keep track of them here. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more Cultivate What Matters power sheets videos, and I can try to muster the courage to talk about them a little bit more. But I'll probably just be doing this stuff and, I don't know, watching some Netflix, still watching Virgin River. And yeah, that'll kind of be the next couple hours of my night. I just did a little bit of filming. It's so bright back there, you can't even see it. And I updated my planners and I got my videos scheduled, and now I'm just going to clean my desk. It's like my nighttime ritual because it gets a little messy between work and filming and all of that. So let's do a little bit of cleaning together. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, dinner time. I have a salad that I prepped yesterday. It's breaded chicken, lettuce, black olives. I'm going to put a little bit of shredded mozzarella cheese and then some Wishbone balsamic vinaigrette, my favorite. Not Wishbone, just whatever balsamic vinaigrette. It was on sale. I'll shake it up and have some dinner. All right, I am showered and in my pajamas, and that is a wrap for today. I was a little bit nervous about this video for a couple of reasons. First of all, even though I know that my weekday and weekend are totally different, I wasn't sure in terms of what I would share with you how different they would be. So I was hoping that I'd be able to show enough of a difference between last week's video where I showed Sunday and this week's video where I'm showing Monday. The other part of it was because I'm working all day, I wasn't sure how much of my day I'd actually have to share, but you kind of helped me be productive today because I was held accountable because I was filming, and I'm typically pretty productive on a Monday. I mentioned this in last week's video that actually I'm almost too productive on a Monday. One of the things I struggle with is starting out the week really, really high, being productive, and then I sort of settle down, and it's not that I don't have the motivation to be, but I sort of run out of things to do. There's only so many things you can do. I mean, what I didn't do today that I can do tomorrow is I can sweep and vacuum and clean my apartment besides just kind of picking up around. And of course, I'll always have videos to do and photos to take and family to call and all of that. So I don't have trouble staying busy, but sometimes I just have trouble figuring out what's on my to-do list. So that said, Let me know if you like these types of videos. Maybe from now on we'll do a weekly vlog where I just kind of bring you through certain parts of my week, whatever's happening. But I had fun today. These are a little scary to do because I'm sharing so much of myself and just it's totally different for me. But I also had fun doing it. So thank you for watching. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do take a moment to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you next time.